and gentlemen, we are the Millie Goats. I am AK. Edge is on his way. J-Vi, I'm not sure if he'll be here. Tex said he might be on his way, so we're going to get the boys back together. So you have to look at my ugly mug for the rest of the show. It is episode 387. It is April 12th, 2026. Let us be the first to wish you and yours a happy National Pretzel Sunday. Little facts about pretzels. More than $550 million worth of pretzels are sold in the United States each year, and about 80% of those nations' pretzels are produced in Pennsylvania, which is home to roughly 45 pretzel companies. I didn't even know there was 45 pretzel companies. I can't even name 10 off the top of my head. Annie Ann's, Snyder's. That's about it. Whatever the ones that come in the freezer packages. 45 pretzel companies? That's a Golds, I guess. Is it Rolls? No, Rolls? One of those. Doesn't matter. We've got the green jacket on. Oh, B. McCormick's here. You know B. McCormick. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to the podcast, we appreciate it. Thank you. Take this time to go and like and subscribe. Leave a review on Apple, Spotify, whatever. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, thumbs up, like, all that stuff. We're here to talk about the Masters, ladies and gentlemen. We've got to talk about the end of the Masters. I feel like the course has lost a step. I feel like there needs to be some rules put into play about it's the Masters on Sunday. If you, they're talking about Rory here, lose your drive miserably to the right, like Rory did on 18, you have got to pay for that. You cannot, there needs to be a net between either hole 10 and hole 18 or whatever it is that you cannot go around. You're the Masters, dude. Like, you are the Masters. You can't have somebody hit a wayward drive that miserably like Rory did and not have to pay the price. Because it was just he was like, hey, I can get double bogey. I can just hit it over there into the bunker and there's no pressure. If you get up there and poop your pants like Rory McIlroy did on 18, you can't have that easy of an out in the Masters. It's Augusta, for crying out loud. You can't even have a cell phone in there, but yet you can blister a drive, absolutely scald a dog to the right, miss the fairway by a country mile, and then you're like, oh, everything's fine. So now we all sat up here and teed it up. We were just waiting. We were itching for the Masters, right? Because of the Sunday. Like, we had I think I've got there's Edge. I've got a slide that we'll get to here in a minute, but I'm just saying, so Rory, I don't mean to get on here and start griping about the Masters because, but yes, I do, because that's exactly what we do on the show. Edge.
Yo.
I was just yelling about how Rory should not have been able to miss that drive on 18 and still get away with it. That's garbage. If you're the Masters, you can't have that.
I would agree with that.
You can't miss the drive as badly as he did and be like, this is fine.
But dude, it was like that for a couple of players where like they would hit it in the trees. Then all of a sudden, for some reason, the master gods looked down at them and they would turn around and say, hey, we're going to let you hit this pine tree, but it's going to bounce out in the middle of the fairway.
Yep. It happened to Cam Young twice.
Rose.
Justin Rose once today, and then a couple days ago, he hit it off a freaking bunker rake.
Yeah.
A sand trap rake. Kicked it back onto the green.
The competition that was around there to allow, like you said, everybody to just constantly make mistakes, get in bunkers, and not punish them for it was pretty sad to say.
I think the other takeaway today was late today. Let's just get to the takeaways and look at the leaderboard. Can nobody make a putt? Yeah. Like, we, as fans, as people who hype up the Masters, you can't. Cam Young finally made, what do you make, the putt on 18? It was like a 10-footer, 15-footer, and you're like, this means nothing now, dude. Like, yeah, you got in the top 3, but you needed to make that like 3 holes ago. So that we as the fans could get something. Now, nothing against Cam Young. I like Cam Young. But you made a meeting, like that putt you made on 18, yeah, it made you a lot of money, but come on, dude. Make a putt. Come on. That's all we're asking. I wanted to sit out on my back porch because I brought my little TV out there. I was sitting in the sun. I was grilling burgers, grilling chicken, and I was ready for a Masters to unfold, and it never did. Well, I guess there was some craziness that I missed there in the middle.
There was, yeah, it got crazy there for a while, and you decided to go play, T-ball coach or whatever. But yeah, like when I text you, it was perfect time for it because I was like, you're missing everything, and they just had a huge shakeup between.
We had Rose was in the lead from what I saw.
Rose was in the lead. Rory dropped back, like terrible. Like I almost was about to say, is he done?
Well, dude, I was about to cancel practice whenever you told me. I was like, it's over.
we got stuff to do, but yeah, I mean, and I think Rory dropped back to tied for fourth.
Yeah.
And you had Young making a push. Henley was hanging around, and I was just like, dude, you are missing prime golf right now. But then again, Rose doing what Rose does. Because Rose was up there, like he got close to the leaderboard, and then he took the lead. And I looked at wifey because she was watching it with me today, and I was like, he's gonna choke. Don't get excited about this. Like because we wanted everybody to win but Rory, at least me.
Yep. America. Sorry, Rory. No offense, but America. I mean,
right. And I said, I told her distinctly, I said, don't get excited. He's a choke master. Like he will find a way to let this go and just explode in his face. And that's what he did. Like he literally. And the commentators and everybody was like, "Oh man, I feel so sorry for him. I wish he could, finally get that Masters and get that green jacket." And I'm like, he does it to himself.
Yeah,
he is literally the king of choking. And I don't know if he just goes mental. Did you see the chip? I don't know what hole it was, but the chip where like he was in the rough, like right outside the rough. I'm talking about right on the rough. He goes to chip it. It looks like one of my chips where it went 6 feet to the left, still stayed in the rough, and he looked back at his caddy like, what just happened? And I'm like, you are mental. This is your fault. Don't look at your caddy. And he lost his shot right there, and I think it was 13 because it just went downhill from there. And I love it because it's the Masters. The whole scenery is everything. It's great, even though J.U.Y.S kind of ruined it for me in that text message of saying how god awful it was, and they were painting and the cheating and all that good stuff. But man, another thing too that kind of ticked me off about Rory is he skipped last tournament to come to the Masters 2-3 weeks early to practice.
Yeah,
like I'll give him credit for that, for like, hey, I'm gonna chase this again. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. But didn't he fake a back injury or something, saying his back was sore, is why he didn't go to last tournament and play?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I know he just hasn't played.
And then turn around and come to the Masters.
I think it was a better use of my time to go play at Augusta.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Is that the Texas Children's Hospital Houston Open? Like,
yeah.
Sorry to take up your time, dude. Like, I wouldn't say it that way.
Enough. Yeah, not big enough for me at this time. But I mean,
what he's saying, but
yeah,
it's the kids, dude. Come on.
Good for him. It got pretty chaotic. I don't know how you could be a Rory fan though, because I mean, being a Rory fan is like being a Niners fan. You're at high. You're like, oh man, we're dominating. We got this. And then it goes back down, and you're like, oh man, he's done. And then for some reason, people let him back up. Like we were talking about this last night.
They don't. Somebody, Cam Young, Justin Rose, somebody like Scotty was coming, dude. Scotty had made that putt on 17 that just
if he had another 2 holes, or if he didn't screw up as bad as he did yesterday, he would have had a green jacket again.
Scotty was coming, dude. Like he was pissed at the course. He was pissed at everybody. And we'll get to Scotty here in a little.
Like, they screwed Scotty too. They screwed Scotty because on hole 12, I had the laptop open on the Masters website. Great website, by the way. I didn't download the app, but the website is phenomenal. Like to track everybody and look at, scan through the different holes and stuff.
They have an entire IBM team that works on that year round. 30 people, 30 staff just work on the Masters app for IBM.
Yeah. And on hole 12, I was like, or no, it was hole 13. I was like, is he still there? Is there literally, like, he was waiting for so long, and I don't even know what he was waiting on because there was nobody in front of him. But apparently he walked up to the green, read it. Now mind you, it's got water there, so he walked all the way around the side, walked up to the green, read the green, came back to him, waited some more, walked up to the green again, and then came back and was still waiting to hit his shot. And I was like, dude, I'm talking about like 2 holes clear in front of him. And I was like, why is he waiting so long? What are we doing? And I was like, hitting the circle on the webpage, like trying to update it, stuff like, did I miss something? Is it lagging? We had it going on the TV too. I was like, are we waiting on? This just took forever for him to hit. And could you imagine being a player in that scenario where, like, all right, I need to hit a ball that way right now. Let's hit it before this wind comes in. But for some reason, I don't know if it's TV production or what, saying wait. And now you're just cycling over and over and over in your dome, and you're just getting mental, and you have to push through it,
Which golf is anyways. I mean, that's
Oh,
what golf is. Like, it's all mental. Like, that's what Rory was saying afterwards. He's like, I think this is the most mental game in all professional sports, the major sports. He's like, you're 4 days by yourself, and you have tons of time to think about your shots and stuff, like multiple times. I just wanted somebody, like, once he got up, when he was at 13 under, and it was Scotty's last putt on 17. Like, when that one didn't go in and it missed by a freaking,
yeah, the centimeter, like it even kind of did a little dip around the lip, and it still came back up.
If that thing would have dropped, I was, like I said, we set up everything in our yard and our back deck, and I was just ready to sit down after we got back from baseball to be like, I need chaos right now. I need playoff golf. I need it in my life right now. I want to watch this as long as I possibly can because I don't want it to be over. But it just didn't have anything coming down the stretch. Like, you were just waiting for somebody to come get it, and nobody would.
Yeah.
It was so infuriating, dude. Like, no offense to everybody, but you can sit there and give it a grade, whatever. Oh yeah, there was B. McCormick's talking about the Niners. Of course he is. But so today you had Cam Young had that lucky bounce on 4 out of the woods. That was one you were talking about. Justin Rose had one too. When Rory took everything over, it was on 12 and 13. Number 12 was the par 3, and it was the front right pin location. And he kind of cut it in there and then made the birdie on 12, and then followed that up on the par 5 with another birdie after he had absolutely nuked his drive down the right side. So he got 2 birdies there, and I think that put him at 13 under, and then that was kind of how he ended up pulling away from everybody, because I think Cam Young was just missing so many birdie putts. It was infuriating. He'd have a chance. I think he had 3 or 4 greens in a row where he had a chance within 15 feet to make a birdie. He just couldn't do it. Scotty had birdies on 15, 16. I love 16. It's my favorite hole. Scotty had the weirdest. Scotty on 15. It was absolutely insane, dude. He was in the woods, then clipped a tree, and then made like a 20-some footer for birdie. It was insane.
Yeah, that was nuts too. I mean, even the announcers were talking trash, like, there's no way he can come out of this.
He was dead. He hit that limb so hard the pollen shook off. It looked like a freaking Roman candle.
I thought his golf ball disintegrated a yellow cloud of dust, Somebody else had a terrible wood shot too, like they were in the woods, and he was like underneath.
Probably Jordan Spieth.
No, it was somebody else. But I mean, like, you couldn't even get a full like backswing. It was just like you're crouched into like almost a fetal position, limbs over there scratching your nose for you and everything, and then chipped it out. I was like, how did he just hit that 75 yards right there?
Oh yeah. Dude, another thing, the Masters. We got to stop with they letting ESPN get a hold of anything Masters is they make it all about themselves. It's so, like, we got to endure Marty Smith. We got to endure the Kelseys. We got to endure, we need Wright Thompson to write some motivational speech every time you come out of a commercial. It's like, dude, I just want to watch golf. I don't need any of this. Just show me the golf shots. Let me hear the crowd. I don't care what Marty Smith, what town he's in and what food he's going to eat. I don't give a shit. I like Marty Smith. I don't need any of that. I don't need Jason Kelsey showing up being like, I mixed egg salad with pimento cheese. Woo, I'm so crazy. Shut up, dude. It's not your fault that they keep jamming you in everybody's living room. I just want to watch golf. So every time I just ESPN, thank God we didn't have to endure that today. But
Mhm.
it's these programs, these networks think we're there to see their talent. It's not about your people who interview people. We don't care. Show me golf. I mean, on 18, we didn't even know where the ball was. Both
Yeah.
of them. They didn't know where Cam Young's ball was. They didn't know where Rory's tee shot was. And then we got a camera shot of Rory's clenched butt cheeks as he's putting in the clinching putt. Jeez, dude.
Yeah, it was some craziness going on with the cameras today too. I will say that it was hysterical to watch who's Roy's buddy that's got the beard. God, what is his
Oh, Shane
name?
Lowry. What
Lowry.
happened to him?
Dude, he
Oh
was oh,
God.
I don't know, man. He imploded too, but he was in the bunker
There's a
and
lot.
that bunker, is way over your head. And all you see is a camera guy behind him, and he jumps up to see where he's at
He's
and
like
comes
he's
back
like a little
down.
gopher.
Yeah, and then the camera from the green shot back at him at the same time. So all you see is the head pop up
That
and
was
pop right
either
back.
Tyrrell Hatton or Shane. It was one of them.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
Hatton
Hatton.
or Lowry.
That's who it was. It was Hatton. Yeah.
Hatton was freaking hilarious, dude.
Dude, I was crying. Literally, just like you see nothing, and then you're like,
Boop, prairie dogging, dude. The Masters has got to reel it back in. They got to stop it with the big text hats. They're losing it. They're losing it. Like they
I
did the
don't think
dude
they are,
perfect.
man.
They got to keep. They need somebody come in there and whip it back into shape. If you freaking hit your driver into the schmutz on 18, there should be some giant sea serpent that blocks your shot. They should have freaking Bigfoot out there that just picks your ball up and just
Somebody
eats
come
it
out
like
of
a
one of the
gobstopper.
tunnels. Yeah, somebody comes out of one of the tunnels at the Masters and be like, if you don't get it together right now and start coming back, you're gonna walk out this tunnel with me, and you're done playing
Dude, it's
immediately.
just you know what it is. If you hit it in the right woods at the Masters over there on 18, there's just a copperhead pit,
And
just copperhead
another thing
snake.
too is like Rory made
Make
it
it
all
like the end of
dramatic.
Saw. What?
He made it all dramatic too when he hit it over there to the right side and all the crowds got around him.
Oh yeah, he's
And he
walking
was
up.
over to like, hey, get away, get away.
Look
And
at
I
these
was like,
idiots.
yeah. And I was like, why is he pushing everybody? Like, is he planning on like line driving it 6 foot high all the way through here? And he hits it, and of course it's 100 yards up in the air. And I'm like, oh, good job, Roy. Way to make everybody move, you freaking moron. You don't know how to hit a golf ball. Like you know you were going to get airborne with it. Why are you trying to get
Yeah,
everybody out?
I don't know what that was.
As we wanted it, we all secretly wanted him to hit the pine tree right in front of him.
Oh,
And come
dude,
back with
I
pop.
wanted to hear that, and the ball just comes screaming backwards and hits some Yahoo, and he gets sued for $1 gazillion. But I mean, I was so excited this morning. Like I just kept telling everybody, I'm like, I can't wait to watch the Masters. Like everywhere you go, like people had their Masters shirt on. It's like I saw so many. My father-in-law, his Masters hat on. People I saw out had their Masters shirt on. I don't know why people wear their Masters stuff when the Masters is on. I don't know if you're like rooting for the Masters. Like it's
Yeah.
not like a Super Bowl where your favorite team's playing. It's just like, hey, Masters on. I got to wear something for the Masters. I
I
don't.
think it's just that time of year. I mean, you look at every golf, something that sells golf, right? Like Golf Galaxy, Dick's Sporting Goods, something like that. They're rolling out this past week something green and something with azaleas on it.
Yep.
Something, I mean, go Google it right now, and literally it's like the biggest golf purchasing event of the year. So like
Yeah.
there's green golf bags, that who I wouldn't want a green golf bag, like that, but they're rolling out for the Masters, green shoes, everything green, like hats, shirts, and they're just rolling out for the Masters because I think for a lot of people, probably B. McCormick up there in miserable, cold ass Pennsylvania, and they're just tired of the cold weather. And then
think he's
the
in
Masters
Virginia.
is like a symbol of it's springtime. You got flowers booming. It's green. Everything's green and pretty. It's hot as Hades now, and it's like finally, it's the dead of winter is over. Spring's here. Golf is here. Let's get playing the golf and maybe that's why everybody's like, let's go out and buy some new golf clubs that are green and golf shoes that are green.
Yeah, dude. I just want to ask somebody like, hey, are you Rooting for, are you just rooting for golf? Is it like
Golf is back.
like, are you just rooting for the course? Are you rooting for Augusta? Or are you just wearing it because it's on, you know?
Yeah. Or
So
maybe they went to the Masters at one time and that's all they
yeah.
got was a shirt or a hat.
Yeah, it's
You know,
definitely like a, hey, maybe somebody will ask me about this and I get to tell my story, which is, hey, that's
good
awesome.
on you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I would, you know what? I would love to have that.
Yep. I bet you $100 though that J.V.I went there and still didn't get me another Masters flag.
I bet he didn't. Did you see this Southwest Virginia? There you go. See, I told you, I tried to correct it. Look at this. I did a poll. Did you see this? How about that?
Mm.
I didn't even know I could do that. We're back.
Oh, that's
Covering
in the
right up.
chat right now.
I know. That's crazy. I don't even know. It says type 1 or 2 in the chat. 7,000 sales of merch per minute during the Masters. They make $70 million in merchandise.
Dude, that is nuts.
Yeah.
And they got it calculated like where you buy it and you go straight to UPS and send it, you know?
Yeah, like what if somebody like they do the Amazon stuff, somebody just comes up in there and they're like, oh, I'm watching somebody get something from Augusta. Boom, that's mine now.
Boom, send
You
it.
just walk up on somebody's front porch and just yank all their Masters gear because everybody loves to do. That's a big trend on TikTok now and whatever is like Masters hauls.
Really?
Is this? Yeah. Oh yeah. Apparently, I don't watch them. I've never. Somebody told me that today. Like I love watching the Masters hauls videos. I'm like, really? Okay. I've never watched one, but I know what you're talking about. Okay. So Rory, he was like, like I said, 12 and 13 is where he kind of stepped on the gas, right? Like he put it on him when he the tee shot on 12 where he stuck it on the par 3 and then the massive tee shot on the par 5 13 and then so he had back-to-back birdies and that kind of made Cam Young like really kind of curl up into the fetal position. And then on 16, you remember he hit that, my favorite hole, he hit his tee shot, his 8-iron over the green and then hits a big swinging left to right putt down like right beside the hole. That was a sick putt. I got to give him credit. Like at this point, I was like, just start making crazy shots so I can just know it's over. Like put me out of my misery. I don't want to keep trying to hang on. Like we get a shot of Sam Burns, like, oh, he's got a shot. It's like, oh, this is his third shot from the fairway. And we're like, oh, why are we showing this guy? Stop showing me Justin Rose. He blew it too. So Scotty was kind of our only hope.
Yeah, I didn't get a lot why they kept switching back to people. I mean, they one time went back to like Morikawa, and I was like, why what are we doing here? Like we're in the final stages, dude. He should be in the clubhouse already, you know. Like no offense to him or nothing, but
shout
like
out to him though. He had a back injury and apparently was playing all arms. So
yeah,
they
I
was
mean,
playing good.
and still finished what, probably 8 or 9 under, I guess.
Yeah, I think he was top 10.
9 under, yeah, top 10.
McIlroy joins Nick Faldo, Tiger Woods is the only players to successfully defend their title at the Masters. That was his 6th major championship and his 30th tour title and his 279th tour start. So Scheffler, who we were just talking about, 11 under, cards a 65-68 on the weekend and becomes the first player in 82 years since 1942 to play the third and final rounds bogey-free at the Masters. Like he was smoking, dude.
Yes.
He was coming. He didn't, you know what the crazy thing is? Like he was hitting balls in the water and he was terrible on the par 5s, especially on the back.
Yeah,
Like
he was all over the place.
He couldn't figure 15 out. So
yeah.
Gosh, dude, if he would have made that putt on 17. There were no birdies on 17.
He was all over the place and still coming back on fire. I mean, that's what's nuts.
Hole number 5 and hole number 17 were just cooking people, especially today. 17, there were no birdies. Ooh, BMO said, Scotty makes the best halftime adjustments in the game. Football your golf. He was pissed, though, about the conditions. We'll get to that in a minute. Justin Rose was the only player in the field with 4 rounds under par at the Masters. That's pretty impressive to be 45 and go out there and shoot under par every single round at Augusta.
Yeah.
You got to win, though, Justin Rose.
Still choke. Come on.
He did. So this is what it looked like, dude. Like, Sunday is going to be electric. The players sitting in the top 3 spots. We got, I think there's a slide, but we had Rory at 11 under, Cam Young at 11 under, Sam Burns, Shane Lowry was 9 under. I think he finished first. Jason Day was up there. Hao Tong Lee, who's an Electric Factory. Patrick Reed was up there. So the board was like, oh, there's like 8 people within 5 shots.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, Rory got to 13 and nobody could get there. Rory's number 2 in the world. Cam Young is number 3. They were paired together in the final round on the Sunday at the Masters. Marks the second time the final pairing contained 2 of the top 3 players in the official world golf rankings. The other time was in 01 where or Tiger Woods and Phil were there. Ironic that they weren't there this year. So there you go. And J.U.Y. pointed this out before the round started, that the past 2 winners at the Players, Scotty and Rory, also went on to win the Masters. So there was a lot of hype about Cam Young winning just because of this fun fact.
Yeah.
That if he won the Players, this would have been 3 times in a row. So, but it didn't happen because he couldn't make any putts. And he admitted that. I was watching his press conference afterwards. He's like, I just couldn't hit any putts. I was like, yeah, dude, make a putt. You made one on 18 when the pressure wasn't on. Come on. We were all rooting for you, dude. So he's having a really good year, though. Speaking of Cam Young, this is awesome. He actually is sponsored by Major League Baseball. I've been wondering what this was about, and I found it. Like, if you're watching golf and you're like, dude, is he sponsored by the MLB? Yes, he is. His dad was the head pro at a country club MLB commissioner Rob Manfred belonged to. Manfred, who's also a member at Augusta National, took the Young family out to dinner when he turned pro and asked if he'd wear an MLB patch.
Nice.
There you go. That's the story behind Cam Young and his MLB patch on his collar. That is the actual MLB logo, apparently. Do I know if this is true from Front Office Sports? I have no idea.
Well, his dad was a pro, and he was actually on the Augusta committee for a while, like as a rules official. So, I mean, it's partially correct. So, why not send it?
I mean, I get why Cam Young would do it. Why would Rob Manfred be like, hey, we need baseball and golf?
Yeah.
Like, the one thing you don't
dude,
want is
it's springtime. Let's go.
But you don't want baseball in your golf. You don't want to swing a golf club like a baseball bat.
I'm just is he just trying to one up Goodell though? And it's like, yeah, I put an MLB patch on somebody before the shield got on somebody.
Ooh, are you saying he's calling out Goodell?
Yeah, look at me.
I got some Goodell.
Whose bat's bigger?
Hey, pissing contest, dude. Yeah. Speaking of baseball, today my son, we had baseball practice, and after practice, he was like, hey, I want you to show them how you can hit it out of the field. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that today. Not doing it.
Keep them guessing.
Well, I've done it twice already. Whenever it's just me and him, he wanted me to hit it out, and I did. Threw it up, hit an absolute missile into left field, no doubter. Flipped the bat, ball goes way into the parking lot. Like it's But I didn't want, because there was another coach that tried to do it and failed miserably. And my son was like, Dad, you get out there. I was like, I don't want to do that to this guy.
Yeah.
I don't want. That's not in front of
And also, hurry up, get in the truck because the Masters is on.
Exactly. Well, I told him, I was like, we had a park, and my wife's like, we're gonna stay, and I was like, well, I'm gonna go watch the Masters on the back porch.
I don't blame you. I mean, I did it yesterday. Like I said, we went to the park and had like a little birthday thing for my daughter and had her friends over. The whole time I was like on my cell phone, had the Masters on. She's like,
everybody's. I got a video from one of my friends. He's out in his driveway washing his cars. Or actually, his wife sent it to him. And he had a TV in the. He had the TV. There was
5 other dudes there at the park doing the exact same thing.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody was wearing their Master stuff. One of my friends washing his car. He had his SUV trunk open with a TV in it, washing the car while he was watching the Masters. Everybody's doing it. So my son was into it, though. He was having a ball. He's like, where's Scheffler? Like, he's in second. He's like, oh, he's got to win. I'm like, he can. He's done. Speaking of Scheffler, he's in the news because people are mad at him, right? They're mad at Scotty Scheffler, and everybody's throwing out their takes about he's the number 1 player in the world. He's got to get used to this. This is a sign of a bad person. He's being short. He's not taking these reporters seriously. And if you're a reporter, okay, other reporters are going to use their platform to tell you how mean it is whenever athletes don't treat other reporters right. And that reporter does such a great job and they're the best. And how could somebody be so disrespectful? The reporter asked him a question. That was a 65 today. I think he was talking about Saturday. What did it feel like it could have been or should have been? And Scotty Scheffler just said, "That's a terrible question. Next question. Awful." And dismissed it. And
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Everybody on social media is like, how could he this? And they start giving the backstory of this reporter and his kids and what degrees he has and how much charitable work he's done. And he's such a great guy. How could Scotty Scheffler do this to him? Scotty Scheffler has character issues. Guys, this is what we were talking about last night, Edge. Guys, Scotty Scheffler has a 14-day-old newborn son. He has 2 kids under the age of 2. Scotty Scheffler is exhausted. Scotty Scheffler does not have time to answer questions because he's so tired from having kids.
And also,
he has no patience.
Yeah.
He has zero patience.
The boy is tired. He's ticked that Rory, weaseled his way out and came up here, 1 to 2 weeks early and is cheating. He had a bad day. What do you expect this guy to say? I mean, and honestly, I don't care how many degrees you got and, your reporter is, this, that, and other. If you're all that smart and you've been doing journalism for all that time and you ask this dumb question, like what, like you can't come up with something better to ask?
Get body, dude. It's a 65.
Yeah. I mean,
what are you talking about?
How about Bill Belichick? How about Nick Saban when he was a coach? They did the same thing. They was like, this is stupid. You know who else does it? Donald Trump. I'm just going to go ahead and throw it out there. So how about instead of y'all asking dumb questions, you come up with better questions? You're telling me that if one of us had a chance to go ask Scotty a question, we wouldn't come up with something better like, hey, that was a 65 day. How did it feel? What do you think it should have been?
You know what
I think it should have been a 60. How about that? Does that answer your question? Does that make you feel better? Like, dude, get out of here.
Tex. Everybody's talking about Scotty Scheffler about this quote. Some reporter asked him that he shot a 65 on Saturday. What did it feel like? It could have, or should have been. Like, what did it feel like it could have been or should have been? And Scotty Scheffler just said, "That's a terrible question. Next question. It's awful." And so we said,
I love that.
We said everybody's misunderstanding and trying to give a character thesis on Scotty Scheffler when in reality he has a newborn baby at home and he hasn't slept in probably like 10 days.
What if
he'd take it from Tex too, who has 17 kids at the house right now?
Yeah, that's right.
And he would know. He would know literally like the first 2 weeks, especially the first 2 years, technically, of having a kid. You're just trying to survive. And this guy's a pro golfer and putting his life on the line. So that's the real thing about it, Tex.
Yeah. He should have said, I've slithered with the snakes and I've soared with the eagles and I've been everywhere in between. Done the full macho man. I've soared with the eagles and slithered with the snakes and I've been everywhere in between.
Dude, I'm just sitting there like,
it's a terrible question.
I'm like, I know that guy. I know exactly what he's saying right now. Like, what did you just say? That's awful.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I have no patience for that. I'm tired. Like, nobody listens to me. Like, that's what he's thinking.
And because Scotty finished way earlier than Rory. He went back to that clubhouse, set that AC, kicked him feet up real quick. He said, "Hey, caddy, wake me up when he's putting. I'm gonna take me a quick snoozer,
Dude, I'm telling you. Like, I just think it's funny that everybody's giving their opinion. I'm like, Scotty's he's exhausted. Nobody's had a bad word. Well, don't forget, Scotty got arrested, so maybe he is a bad guy.
Just look at this picture. He's choking himself.
Dude, he looks exhausted.
Yeah.
He's a dad. Like, he's a dad of 2 little kids. So apologies to the reporter who's just getting like, oh my gosh, how could he be so mean to him? It's like, that's dad brain. He's in dad brain right now.
Yeah.
Like he didn't mean to offend this guy. He's just like, oh God, I forgot that was a human, another grown adult. What the hell is that?
I would still stick with him. Like, how about you come up with a better question? It's stupid.
Tex looks like a guy who would drop marshmallows in the fairway to mess with golfers behind him.
Damn right. Especially if it was AKC.
That's a great idea, AKC.
Yes. That sounds like
oh my God, I'm going to do that next time. People walk up and be like, "Is that a ball?" No, it's a marshmallow. And they
Hey,
go
your
back to
ball's
the
way over
clubhouse.
here.
Some dickheads dropping marshmallows all over the course. And then Scotty was criticizing Augusta. He was saying it depends on what the leadership wants to do. If he can play with the same aggressiveness Sunday that he did on the third round. And he said if they want to see some lower scores, they can make them softer if they want. I mean, they're really pretty firm, so they can just go full Bay Hill and just let them die. It's Augusta. They'll figure it out after that. So this is a guy who just wants to go to sleep. Because this is a guy he's just spouting off. He's finally got somebody that'll listen to what he's saying because nobody listens to him now. And he's just saying whatever he wants. And he's got dad brain. So everybody stop reading too much into it. Are we all in agreement on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Tex, what'd you think of the Masters? Quick synopsis.
I watched the last hole that Rory played, and that was about all the Masters that I watched.
Would you agree with us that if you hit your tee shot as badly as Rory McIlroy did on 18, there has to be some sort of shark-infested water over there? There's copperhead pit, snake pit, because you can't get out of hitting a drive that bad that easily on 18 at Augusta.
I mean, he should have. Yeah, I mean, copperheads, water moccasins, rattlesnakes. Like it should have been a treacherous walk to the ball.
Yep.
But
or just like
I
pebbles.
I
Like,
think it's
don't
kind
roll
of
your ankle.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't
uneven
think there's any
walkway.
birds. There's no birds. There's no animals at Augusta. They killed them all. That's my hot take. All the animals are killed for the week.
Or they keep them in cages.
No, I think they just kill them all. They just get like
maybe they
Steve
do like
Irwin's
that.
out there.
Maybe they just have these speakers that come on at night. You know, there's high pitched noises that drive everything out.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, AKC. His drive was so bad, you can't get away with that. You can't be just allowed to do that. Jake Weaver gave us his official grades for the 90th Masters. The course setup was a B-. Preferred to see it softer Thursday. Coverage, we already talked about the coverage. We're sick and tired of seeing Jason Kelsey and Kevin Hart and all the people we don't give a rip about. It's the Masters' first big tournament of the year, and we're watching Jason Kelsey eat an egg salad sandwich. I don't care. The Masters app is absolutely electric. Best app ever. Winners, he gave a C. Wanted Rose to get it done. Rory repeating is not that great, and he shot even. So he won the Masters shooting even. That's nobody came and took it. And then this Sunday was a C. So we need to make our own rankings. I would.
I'd love to see
what
a Super Bowl app.
Ooh,
something similar. You can track all the players. You can watch the game. You can stream the game on the Super Bowl app.
We said that last year that the website. I don't have the app. I just go on the website, but the Masters by far just dominates it because they know exactly what to do, what people want to look at. They keep the scoreboard on the website, old school, like what's on the course. There's nothing like it, and I'm surprised it hadn't been copied, since then.
They haven't.
Yeah, that would be great.
IBM has an entire staff of like 30 to 40 people that they work on the Masters app all year, and they use it for a week.
That must be IBM's only job because isn't IBM pretty much dead? Other than that,
I have no idea. Let's ask. We need to ask Maru that. He's our computer guru. I'm not a technology guy. Maru, design an app that would show us what kind of apps do what.
He'd have it done by the time this podcast is over.
He would have it done. But yes, I think a Super Bowl app would be sick. Now, the problem with the Super Bowl app is Goodell would probably sell it out to the highest bidder, and then we'd have to listen to TikTok influencers you'd have to watch like 17 ads of TikTok influencers.
You'd have to have Netflix Premium Plus.
He's listening right now. His ears are burning, dude. That text. He said his dad works for IBM.
There you go.
There you go. Does he work on the Masters app? I don't think he does.
I think he's on the financial side. I talked to him one time, and he was doing some sort of project.
So a Super Bowl app would be sick, but they would just get sold out, and then it'd be almost impossible to watch. But You know what happened is that YouTube would just get in a dispute right before football season, and the app would just crash, and it wouldn't be able to use it. It'd be like, "Hey, sorry, we developed this entire app, but sorry, we're in a contract dispute of viewing rights. Sorry." So, some other fun stuff from the Masters that I just collectively we're gonna go through a couple of late entries here.
This is hysterical.
Sergio Garcia. This today earlier, he slammed his driver and broke it. He slammed it and then snapped it off into a cooler, and then he carried John Rahm's bag while John Rahm's caddy tended to a bunker. So Sergio just went full. He just went full caddy mode, I guess. In the
I
middle
love
of the
it.
tournament.
I mean, I love it. I love him showing a little. Everybody was saying that the higher ups at Augusta are probably going to find him and do all that stuff.
Oh yeah, he got put in timeout basically.
Yeah, dude, come on, man. That is a true human being right there. That's one of us out there on the golf course where you're supposed to, hit it straight. You've been hitting it straight on the range all the week, and during the, rest of the week, you've been just piping it down to center, and then you get up there and you shank one. Good on him. The only bad thing about it is I think this was like hole 6 or 7 or something, right? And
it was early. It was early,
and he couldn't. You can't switch out a driver, out of course. So he went the rest of the way with no driver.
Somebody else's? Did you use Rahm's driver?
You can't switch them out. So he probably dropped back to like a 3-wood or a 5-wood for the rest of the tournament.
He's won here, so he's won here. So it's like, what are they going to do? Like, they can't kick him out. Like, he's a dude that got paid a lot of money by Liv, and then won the Masters a couple, years ago, and then got paid. And I was like, I don't give a shit. He's like, what are you going to do to me?
I like it though, showing a little frustration, because it shows you like you're one of us. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been there where we're, let some frustration out. I'd rather you do that than be a robot, and just sit there and just look like you don't even give a shit. You just hooked one,
I hate it whenever golfers they make a shot and they do this.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me something, dude. Give me something. We're all waiting for. You think that's being reserved? I want to see you rip your shirt off.
What you're saying is you want to see Jason Kelce out there.
I want to no. Yeah, there you go. Just, if you hit a good shot, just hire Jason Kelce to celebrate for you.
Yeah,
sure
just to run from the tee box to the green with no shirt on, chugging beers and jumping tables.
Tyrrell Hatton's one of my favorite golfers just because he's freaking hilarious, dude.
And he looks like a leprechaun.
Yeah, he said he got asked by a reporter, "What will you do now as you wait for these final pairings to come in?" That's after he went into the clubhouse 10 under. And he said, if you'd asked me before I teed off, my plan would have been to go find a cold beer and watch the end of the golf and then fly back to Orlando. But now I guess I'll have to sit in front of the TV and without a cold beer and see what happens. Because Rory was blowing up. Tyrrell Hatton was 10 under. That's what he got in the clubhouse. So he's freaking hysterical, dude. He was the third player in the past 30 years on, I think this was Saturday, maybe Friday or Saturday, to hit all 18 greens in regulation in a round at the Masters.
Nice.
It was Friday. He was 6 under 66 on Friday at Augusta. So he hit every single green in regulation. Good for him. This is about the divots. This is how you don't see divots on tee boxes at Augusta. They employ a specialized maintenance crew that each night replace divots with new sod plugs from their nursery to ensure a perfect surface. This is stay woke on this. This is BS.
Yeah,
this is.
I feel like if you're gonna be a good golfer, you should be able to hit a freaking divot.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's part of it.
Now, whoever created these divots has basically said F you to the golf.
That's right.
I mean, those are
this is where they pull them from. This is their sod. This is their divot farm.
Oh, got you. I thought there was somebody actually hitting divots out there.
No. This is their sod plugs from their nursery. They have a whole area that's designed to take sod plugs and then go refill the divots that night.
Got you.
But how do they get it to integrate so quickly? That seems like that would be weird. They must do a really good job.
No, it probably isn't integrated. I mean,
this is some TGL.
If somebody landed right on top of it to go hit
is Augusta where the aliens are actually? No wildlife
in the tunnels.
no divots, tunnels. Nobody can go in or out. You can't have your cell phones there.
Mm.
Is Augusta just Area 51? That might get us banned from Augusta forever. What's
Yeah, I
going
would
on
say
in
that.
Augusta?
What's
People
going
are
on
asking.
in Augusta?
Shout out BMO for not knowing what the hell that was either.
I showed it to wife today, dude. It was hysterical.
Oh, it's a staple. Hao Tong Lee, dude. He was like top 4, right? Like, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, he was good.
Yes, he was tied for 7th before everything started. He was 7 under. I think he finished 1 over or 2 over. But on I think Hao Tong Lee spent all night on the toilet, but battled Friday at Augusta National. So Thursday night
+1.
he got bubble guts.
Yeah.
So
He ate a hot dog.
he is a character. He's one of the funniest dudes. I saw a video of him walking around the grounds in a bathrobe.
He said apparently told a reporter that he was the hottest guy coming from China.
Love that, dude.
That is sharking it right there.
He does pretty well in majors. He posted these 2 memes on his Instagram with the caption, I guess we'll go again. It's the one. There's an account called Sports But Make It Art, and it's just like this guy finds random pictures of people playing like at sporting events, and then finds a very similar historical piece of art to match it with. It's incredible. And so Hao Tong Lee, like, there's this picture of him standing in basically in the woods. I can't remember what hole it was, but he made a 10 on a hole. But he's the national treasure, Hao Tong Lee. Come on the show. Bobby Mack just posted this on his Instagram. He got fined from Augusta for flipping the bird because he was absolutely losing it. Rory is the Masters champions to hold the co-lead or lead all 4 rounds since 1990. Trevor Immelman, Spieth, Dustin Johnson, and now Rory. So, but yeah, Bobby Mack has this picture of him like looking like one of the gnomes, the Masters gnomes, flipping them off because that's what he did. That's what he did to one of the holes. He flipped it off. We need Terrell Hatton and Bobby McIntyre in a pairing at some point. Tex, I just put this picture of Harry Hall on here so you can see his hat. Look at that thing.
That's like
dude,
the
look
cartoon guy Andy Cap. That's the Andy Caps hat.
Look at the soul patch, the mustache.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure he wears his shirt unbuttoned like 17 buttons deep. This guy's got some swagger, Harry Hall. So now the Masters is over. But let me tell you something, people. The U.S. has won 10 of the last 11 major championships. Okay. The only one that we didn't win was Rory last year, and now we haven't won it this year. So 10 of the last 12 majors have been won by U.S. Some people are saying that the Ryder Cup in golf is now European. False. Why don't you win the big ones, boys? Okay. Why don't you win more? Why don't you get another guy other than Rory to win a major for you, Europe? Huh? Why don't somebody else do some dirty work here? What do you have to say about that, Tex? Edge?
I mean, I'm more worried about making sure that we're ready for the Ryder Cup. And was it next year?
Next year.
Yeah.
Away game, too. Away game.
Yeah. I'd rather us be hungry. I'd rather us win no more majors and be hungry to win that.
Like that. We got to win the Ryder Cup.
That's how I feel about it.
We got to win the Ryder Cup. So the Europeans are a one-trick pony. Anything else on the Masters? Put a bow on this thing. Actually, I wanted to pull up the. Hold on.
Do you think that Scotty is regretting not wearing a blue shirt today?
Gosh, that's a great question. He's been doing the Sunday. Well, Rory wore the Sunday blue today.
Yeah, but it's baby blue though. It's different blue for Scotty Too Hottie. He wore the blue pants. He had a white shirt with the blue Nike check and like blue screen print on it or whatever, but it wasn't the championship blue that he normally wears.
Yeah.
Do you think next tournament comes, he's like, see, told you blue, He's probably called Nike immediately. He's like, I told you to pack me a damn blue shirt, you know. I'm a dad and just had a 2-week-old kid there. I can't pack my own clothes and send it to Augusta.
What's going on at Augusta? Well,
What's
I
going
just
on,
yeah.
Augusta?
What's going on, Augusta? That was.
What are you, Tiger Woods here showing pictures of pills on TV or
Yeah,
what?
look at that,
What's
dude.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of this. The PGA app has sold itself out to
Big Pharma.
everything,
Yeah,
dude.
Big
It's
Pharma.
just like every time you open the PGA app, it's like, hey, here's some pills. But no, Rory finished 12 under. Scotty was 11 under.
I laugh because it's probably based on your search history, but then it's like Brooks or your Miss AK is a pharmacist,
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
so it's like it's all pills.
and Canva's how I make the some of the thumbnails for our
Yeah.
photos or
It's funny.
for our podcasts. Tyrrell Hatton, Russell Henley, Rose, Cam Young, all at 10 under. Russell Henley was storming up there, but again, he couldn't putt. Cam Young couldn't make a putt. Like Justin Rose blew it again late. It was infuriating. Colin Morikawa, Sam Burns at 9 under. Sam Burns he shot a 73 today. He just was not good. Shout out to Max Homa for getting it done. Jake Knapp, he gets to play in the Masters again. Xander Schauffele had a pretty good weekend. Spieth, who I was laughing at, he was pretty good. Brooks Koepka played pretty well. Patrick Reed was terrible on the weekend, 72-73. Jason Day blew up. Victor Hovland was playing really well today. He was like 7 under at one point. But the only other thing I have to say is that it was hilarious to watch DeChambeau miss the cut because he triple bogeyed 18
Dude,
on
that was
Friday.
bad. That was bad. Wifey was so upset about that.
Oh, she's a DeChambeau. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Is she a DeChambeau fan?
Yeah.
Also, shout out your room number for vacation.
Yeah.
I was laughing pretty hard about that.
I was like, you couldn't find any other availability in there. Shout out BMO and AK.
There's
we literally called it too, so you would say something on the podcast tonight about it.
Yes, I was laughing so hard. How did I not? Why did I get that one? I thought I was looking for that. That must have just came available. But dude, I'm telling you right now, if that was available, that was in a heartbeat. Not a question. Not a question. Shout out to Gary Woodland, who finished even. He had a bad Saturday, but shout out Gary Woodland. Shout out Bridgman in his Masters debut. There you go. Anything else? Wow, Kurt Kitayama was like tied for the lead and finished 7 over. That's terrible. Anything else on the Masters, boys?
No, it was fun.
I'm so sad it's over.
Are we doing the countdown again until they release the lottery?
Oh,
we're all putting in again for it.
Yeah. Yep.
We should all put in for it for sure.
We're all gonna. Yeah, we do. I do it every year. Every year. All right, we got a couple of quick other tabs here, and then we'll be done. Ladies and gentlemen, the Frozen Four has crowned a champion. For the third time, 5 years, the Denver Pioneers, national champs. Denver has further cemented itself as the preeminent men's hockey program in the nation with its record-extending 11th national title. This game was spectacular. The goalie for Denver, Johnny Hicks, light show. Huge save late in the game. Stonewall Jacksoned him, slid over, across the crease. Denver scored in the third period, and then they scored late in the third period. Shout out to the Wisconsin guy who scored the first goal. Absolute laser rocket from just in between the blue line and the circle. Laser beam. But Big Ten finally lost something. The streak is over, right? Big Ten's not dominant anymore, right? Is this the loss that sends the Big Ten into a tailspin? Because they beat Wisconsin. All right, thoughts and prayers to Big Cat, because he's probably really sad. He lost another title.
I I'm
Any
just
thoughts
surprised
on the?
surprised the SEC is not trying to contest this right now.
That's true. But yeah, any thoughts on the Frozen Four? Love the Frozen Four. Record-breaking game on what was it? Was it Friday night, Thursday night? Denver played Michigan, I think. Triple overtime. Okay. Apparently, A.J. Dillon is now Carolina Panther. Let's get some NFL news. He made a to-do list for Charlotte. His Charlotte to-do list. Go to the Coca-Cola 600, get Panthers.
Way too long of a race.
Yeah,
way too long.
Go to the All-Star. Let's
go to the All-Star.
Go to the All-Star race. A.J. Dillon.
Wait a second. Coca-Cola 600 was a fine race to attend. Like we drank plenty of beers during that race. What are you talking about? It's too long of a race.
It's like a 9-hour race.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to the All-Star race.
We had a great time.
Go to the All-Star race. You and I went to the All-Star race multiple times.
I think that's in is it in Wilkesboro again?
It is. It is in Wilkesboro. They moved it back up there. That's legit. He wants to get Panthers Crocs, golf lessons, Charlotte Football Club game, J. Cole concert, Hornets game, Carowinds. He wants to try Bojangles and Cookout, NASCAR Hall of Fame, get to some high school football games, find his favorite card shop, set up at a show. I don't know what that means. He wants to go to Lake Norman, Whitewater Center. Whitewater Center is legit. And then he wants to go to Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers.
Interesting.
So the 3 restaurants there.
What's the card shop?
I don't know. He wants like trading cards. Everybody's big into like buying trading cards and just like we used to do as kids.
Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers is actually right here in our hometown and rated as the best burgers in the state.
Yeah.
Man, who's saying this though? Y'all say you get the
good.
best barbecue too. And it's just all horse crap, dude.
It's good. It's the best burger in the state. I would agree.
Dude, you don't like barbecue. Nick's. You like hash and everything
I love barbecue. I'm just telling you that y'all do not have the best barbecue. And then you say that Nick's Old Fashioned Hamburgers is the best in the state. Who ranked it? Is it 52 people that live in Lexington, North Carolina, or
everybody?
What?
The state ranked it. The state Associated Press writers, just like in football.
You not believe
Shambles? How much they get paid?
Did Diana Rossini rank this?
Ooh.
Diana Rossini ranked it.
I
don't even have that.
Racing fingers with the owner of Nick's. I had to text him and see.
Yeah. That's usually text and be like, hey, reports are Diana Rossini has been mixing the hamburger meat there, interlocking her fingers with ground beef.
Hey, but high school football, love that. Look, that's like my favorite thing. One of my favorite things in the world.
That tells you he's a true football guy.
Yeah, if you like,
shout out A.J. Dillon.
Yeah.
But if you're going to Bojangles, get the Cajun filet,
J. Cole concert,
Cookout,
Cajun filet, or
Cookout.
Supremes.
What is your Cookout order?
Dude, Cajun chicken sandwich with chicken nuggets and fries.
Ooh.
Drink?
Cheer wine.
Okay.
That's the only place I get cheer wine.
See, back in the day, it's 2 different orders because, back in the day, you used to smash them. So it would be double cheeseburger with the Cajun fries.
He has no idea what burgers are.
And chicken quesadilla.
Yep.
You got to get chicken quesadilla. They were electric back in the day.
They're still good.
I couldn't tell you last time I've been to Cookout though, and get a sweet tea to drink.
Yeah, I usually get
giant sweet tea.
That's what it was, giant sweet tea.
Yeah, giant sweet tea or huge sweet tea or something like that.
I'll never forget the day that Tex spilled his sweet tea, and Tex spilled Quags of sweet tea in a driveway in a big brown house. Quags got so mad that he walked back down the hill, back to Cookout just to get another one. Oh God, dude, I was crying laughing. Just sitting there looking at it, Quags just looking at it. He's like, "I hate you right now."
He had to leave, Russ. He was gonna punch him in the face.
Yeah, that ain't a short walk either,
No.
That was a good mile. I remember we raced one time. We raced from Flipside to Cookout, and everybody was dead sprint the whole way.
Remember, we were racing down King Street. It At least I thought we were racing. And one of our trainers, dude, she was like, "Did I see you running down King Street in cowboy boots and jeans?" And she said, "I just was like a blur." Just like she like looked out her window on the apartment. I was just going.
Could you
Oh,
imagine actually working at Cookout though? That had
oh,
to
dude.
be like,
Oh, that was
especially
probably
now where you
brutal.
got a camera phone.
Yeah,
Oh man, dude, that would be absolutely electric show.
dude. That's not a AKC. I'm gonna lose it here. Okay, it's
Here we
not a
go.
milkshake.
You,
It's
you
an
know,
ice
you
cream
you
treat.
could you
It's
could have
not a
shut this off.
flippin'.
You bit debate on this.
It's not a milkshake.
AKC knew exactly what he was doing plugging this in.
It's not a milkshake. It's not a milkshake. You have to eat it with a spoon. That's ice cream. Milkshakes you drink through a straw. It's that simple.
So you're calling it soft serve.
Yeah, it's an ice cream treat. It's like a blizzard. It's not a milkshake. Is a blizzard a milkshake? No, because you know why? Because you can't drink it through a straw.
There are some that you can drink through a straw.
Okay, then those, but collectively, it's not milkshakes. It's an ice cream treat. Roger Goodell on the 49ers head coach Kyle Shanahan not being a fan of playing in Australia. He says, quote, "It's his job to win. His job is to play. We'll make it a great experience for the team." Goodell added that he can send Shanahan an app to help with jet lag. What do you mean an app? What is that going to do? You know what? Get the Masters team on it. That's what you should do. If Roger Goodell is building an app, get the Masters crew. He goes, "I have not felt any jet lag at all. I thought it was a relatively easy trip." Are the 49ers the new Patriots? Are we about to see a dynasty run?
Doubt it. I think it's hilarious. He's calling out one of his own teams and a coach of the team at the same time.
Because Shanahan's not playing. He's fed up, dude. He's fed up. They're trying to exploit him for his brand, for the 49ers brand. They played
No,
some of the most
all this
prime
is, and of course you have this plugged into the show when it's not football season. You
I'm
saw
sorry, I want to talk
49ers.
about football, Edge.
You saw this hashtag 49ers and didn't even think about it, like, oh, it's going into show automatically. But all this is Shanahan's trying to be relevant in the media and fight for his job, saying, no, I don't want to go to Australia because I'm a little baby. I'd rather practice next to a power facility and watch these Achilles pops. And instead, it's just trying to make something newsworthy for the 49ers to save his job.
No, Goodell's trying to utilize the 49ers' popularity worldwide, and he's doing it at the cost of the 49ers' success. So really, Goodell is keeping them from winning Super Bowls, and I'm sick of it. So we need a Goodell clown shirt. That's what we need. 49ers. He's at war with Goodell. I mean, really, the people should be on the 49ers side. So that's all I'm saying. All right. I have one little question to ask everybody. From this, Spencer and I kind of talked about this. Shout out Spencer. He was nails for pretty much a lot of the stuff we talked about on Wednesday night. The best sports day of the year, NBC took this after he and I had this exact same discussion. Spencer and I had this discussion Wednesday night, and I said, is the Masters the best sports day of the year? And then 2 days later, guess what? NBC Sports says, what's the best sports day of the year? Thanks for listening to the show, NBC. Sign us to a contract. Masters Sunday, Super Bowl, Kentucky Derby, week 1 of college football, Indy 500, NBA on Christmas Day, NCAA March Madness Day 1, MLB opening day. Well, let's go ahead and get 2 out of the NBA, Indy 500, MLB out of here. 3 gone. Are we agreeing?
Yes.
NBA, MLB, Indy out of here. Okay? Stop it. I would say it's the Super Bowl, college football week 1, NCAA tournament week day 1, Kentucky Derby, Masters Sunday. If you were to power rank those, how would you do that?
Well, it depends because it's different times of the year for all of these. So technically, the best day of the year is the best day of the year so far, or at that, time of the year. Because, dude, Master Sunday was electric, but it's for spring. Like, it ain't MLB opening day, that's for sure. Super Bowl's great as long as you have decent teams playing, but for the past couple of years, Super Bowl's been terrible to watch. Halftime show sucks. So
I think
they're kind of dwindling on the Super Bowl, but us as football people still watch it because we love football, and we're still going to watch it no matter who's playing or doing halftime, even if, the Niners haven't smelled a Super Bowl in a while. So, of course, you're still watching it.
Okay.
And then, of
They did it like
course,
2 years ago.
week 1 of college football is not the best. If they would have switched this slide from week 1 of college football to rivalry week, hands down, done. Masters, rivalry week, college football, done. And then Super Bowl.
Masters is up there for me, dude. I'd probably put Masters 1. Maybe I'm a prisoner of the moment.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just because it's now, though. You wait till rivalry week in college football, you're like, dude, this is the greatest.
I don't know, dude. I get really excited about Masters week. I would say Masters for me, then week 1 of college football, then NCAA tournament day 1, then the Super Bowl. Because the Super Bowl just, it's a corporate event now, and then Kentucky Derby will be number 5. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I love Masters. I love the Masters.
I think I'm just gonna, just for the time of year that it is, week 1 of college football would have to be number 1 because that's like opening day of dove season. It's
gosh, dude,
hunting season's just kicking off, like, and to get that first cool week of the year, usually around that time. So I mean, for me, it's going to be week 1 of college football is going to be number 1. And then I really like the first day of the NCAA tournament. I like that
so
a lot.
Fun.
Yeah, like this, just the amount of betting. This is fun.
Yes.
So that's number 2. Kentucky Derby is number 3.
For the kids.
For the kids. Kentucky Derby is number 3. Just because if you've ever been there and done a Kentucky
There's nothing
Derby
like betting
day,
a horse at the Kentucky Derby.
Buddy,
that is
electric. Pure 2 minutes. 2 minutes of pure electricity. So I would say that's solid number 3.
It also depends too, week 1 of college football, if there's good games on, because in the past, I mean, Clemson's
there's at least 1 or 2, but they put them on like Monday night.
Play a good opponent week 1 because we played LSU week 1. I think we're playing again next year week 1. But
yeah, then it turns
in the
out
past, it's always like these dumper teams that come up, like, oh, we're gonna go play the Citadel week 1. You're like, oh, come on, dude, like, it's
Clemson,
but
LSU.
it's still back.
I was looking at the schedule just whenever I was looking at that thing, and man, that's.
Will you finish your power rankings? You got the 3.
Number 4. I think top 3 is good. Top 3 is good.
Yeah, I would agree with that. 3. It's your list. It's your list.
Top 3.
Yeah. Okay, you're tired of your own terrible.
And then the rest are also receiving votes. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I said let's rank the top 5, and you gave me 3.
Well, I'm just looking at the schedule now. No, yeah. Also receiving votes. Boise State, Oregon. Are we gonna rankings bait right now? We're gonna have a whole bunch of good games. A committee circle jerk right now. Wisconsin, Notre Dame. I'm excited about that.
All right. Let me hit. I got some hang the banners real quick.
You did it! Congratulations!
All right, hang the banners. Brought to you by Fourth Quarter Performance. Go to fourthquarterperformance.com. Get your creatine, protein, BCA, super greens. Promo code GOATS20 gets you 20% off.
Moonshine.
Hang the banner because the U.S. Appeals Court declares the 150-year-old home distilling ban unconstitutional. People are about to be getting fudged up.
Let's go.
They saw the alcohol sales. And they said, hold my beer, literally, because here comes moonshine.
Nice, dude.
Shout out to Artemis 2. Is this in honor of Artemis 2?
Somebody, I don't know. Somebody dig up Popcorn Sutton from the grave.
Yes, I was about to say that. How mad is Popcorn right now?
Dude.
Great YouTube watch. If anybody's wanted to just, roll up a joint and smoke one and watch some dude brew some moonshine, that's the dude to watch. Just listen to him talk. He's a hoot.
He's hysterical. Yes.
Dude. I just
also another great sleeper game. Week 0, Jacksonville State.
Woo!
North Dakota State.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Huge.
Jack State was. Dude. Memphis UNLV, North Carolina State UV. There's some good games. We are 4 months away.
Should we put out our too early power rankings?
Should we power rank week 0 and week 1 game?
The Masters is over. It's football season.
Yeah, let's go.
Give it to me, baby. Put it in my veins.
The Masters is over. It's football season. We made it, everybody. Well, the draft is coming up. The draft's in like
Next
a week.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah.
Woo! Also, shout out to this. 25 years ago, Taco Bell introduced the cheesy gordita crunch. Dude, this thing, I don't know how many of these I've eaten. I don't know how many of these I've eaten. I don't even remember. I've probably eaten more that I don't even remember that I've eaten. I loved the cheesy gordita crunch. I've not had one of these in years. But man, what a taco this thing was. It was.
Are you going to get one?
No,
I'm probably gonna buy him about 4 next time I go to see him.
I love
just walk in and throw them on the table and be like, AK, put these in your face hole right now.
Oh gosh, just the bathroom trip after that would be disgusting. I used to love Taco Bell, dude. That's J-Bi. I spread it out all over his apartment one time. He was so mad. He goes, I need a path to the power rankings on Taco Bell items yesterday.
Oh,
Dude,
nice.
that path to there was not a power ranking that was more wrong than the path to the championship playoff. The rankings I did for the college football playoff. I was so wrong on those. Oh, I love making path to the championship rankings. I don't have anything else. Does anybody have anything else?
No, football season is like 4 months away. I'm super fired up about this football season.
Football season's here. We did it. Thanks, Masters.
Yeah. Draft is, it got us past. Now we can talk about the draft for the next couple weeks.
Yep.
And then we got hockey playoffs.
Hockey playoffs.
Let's check the standings real quick and see who's been eliminated.
We know the Rangers have been eliminated.
Well, I know that's where I'm going with this. Clearly, that's where I'm going with this.
I beat you to the punch. It's their second year in a row they haven't made the playoffs. We're wasting a Shesterkin's prime. How about that? What a classic New York Rangers thing to do. Iconic superstar goalie. Waste his prime.
Yep. Officially, Rangers out. Chicago Blackhawks out. Blackhawks did break 70 points, though. Congratulations.
Dude, they're terrible this year.
They're actually the Rangers and the Blackhawks are in really good position for the number one draft pick in the McKenna sweepstakes.
Well, nobody's as bad as the Vancouver Canucks. They have 54 points, which is
bad.
Yeah, that's real bad.
That's like 20 games.
They're trying to tank.
Well, they cleared house and got everybody out.
Yeah,
and I don't think that they brought anybody in, and I don't think they're going to try for the next 2 years.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, terrible day to be a Vancouver Canucks fan. Terrible time.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers to all my Vancouver Canucks fans, especially one.
Oh, yep. I know you're talking. I know you're going with this.
And I'm thinking about you.
Yep.
Sorry, and I'll give you flowers next time I see you.
Yeah. Yeah. Really shame to be a Canucks fan at this time. I don't care how sweet your jerseys are with the deep V-necks. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Basically, you may as well not even watch.
Blacks. You might as well not even watch hockey anymore. You might as well. It's like until the Canucks are good again, you should just give it up.
You should pick a new team for the time being. You have to root for another Canadian team.
Yeah, another Canadian team.
Who's the closest Canadian team to Vancouver?
It'd be Calgary, but they are also just as bad. Yeah. So then you got to go to Edmonton.
They're going to make the playoffs, but not going to be great.
They're not going to be great.
Wow.
And then I think it's Winnipeg. Yeah.
Canuck if you buck. Hockey talk.
What a show.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been the Masters recap and football's
good to have most of the boys back together again.
I know, dude. This is
back on the show.
Great. Just needed the Masters.
I've been traveling.
Shout out to G.U.Y. not calling in as he's driving back from what's going on in Augusta.
Yeah,
to give us firsthand knowledge of it. Waiting the whole show for him to do it.
He'll give it to us. I'm sure Wednesday.
Yeah, and what we're gonna say? Stop living in the past, dude. No one cares.
That's right. Yeah, first thing he's gonna say is be like, "Oh, I won the Millie Goats Widowmaker. Look at you, told you guys." Sorry, nobody knows. Nobody knows because he wasn't here to say it. So, as far as we're concerned, never happened. Drop the beat.
See you Wednesday night.
See you Way to go. We're so happy. Way to ruin the match. I thought he was going to ruin it. I thought he had ruined it whenever he was like 6 shots ahead. I was like, this dude, what a loser. Anyways, happy Monday, everyone.